All right, bang. Today is Wednesday. It is January 24th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. It is Free Swim Wednesday. Danny is here. Chief is out, so we are swapping Nicky Smokes for him. Nick, welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it is. Usually, I think you've done a couple drafts. I don't know if you've done a free swim yet.
I don't think I've done a free swim.
Oh, okay.
Well, drafts though, yeah.
Yeah, you've done a few of those.
I love
know
the drafts.
that. Get a little mischievous in your draft.
You only bring me in for the horny ones, which I'm cool with, though. I don't mind it.
And the unwritten rules of life.
Yes.
Right.
And by the way, I did give you like the greatest first overall pick of all time.
What was it again?
In so many words, there was no racial slurs.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
what we put on the graphic, which is, pretty good unwritten rule, I would say.
Might be a written rule.
Yeah. Why, are you under the midst of a scam? We were talking right before we went live that.
No, I'm just sick of all these random texts I get and everyone gets from like someone's email or like yesterday I was saying I got a FaceTime call from a number that was one digit off of mine. My heart like stopped. I thought it was going to be like my evil twin if I answered it.
Well, what websites are you watching porn on? Like that might be a problem.
I don't jerk off mobily.
Yeah, I've always thought that was weird too.
Jerking off mobily?
Yeah.
Like on your phone?
Yeah.
What do you guys do it on? Like the big screen?
Yeah.
Well,
No, not the big screen.
Not the TV,
We're
but
The laptop?
Yeah.
I feel like
No, there's no way you guys do that.
Yeah, but maybe this is a generational thing where like we grew up with like Napster and Kazaa and like fucking like you needed your big ass computer.
it's like a liability. I use my phone for everything. I don't want that shit getting any viruses or anything. I'd rather risk the laptop.
Yo, you guys are crazy. That is so weird.
Never in your life have you jerked off using a
I've
laptop?
done it twice, and it just feels weird.
How is it different? Because what, you got your phone in one hand, your dick in the other?
Yes.
I
Like
mean,
where
let
are you
yourself
putting
relax
your
a little.
computer? Like on the side of your hip?
You're one of those
Yeah.
guys that gets the waterproof case and you put it on your shower and you do it in the shower.
Maybe when
He
I was
has
like
the
13,
selfie stick.
14.
Use that while he's jerking off.
Exactly. No, but I genuinely think that might be a generational thing.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't always have a phone with internet, so you start off using the laptop and you just
How
keep
old
using
are you?
it. I'm 31.
Yeah, bro. I remember, dude, I think it was like my junior year or senior year when like iPhones became a thing.
In high school.
Yeah.
I think I got my first iPhone in 5th grade.
Yeah. See,
I didn't get internet on my phone until I was like 22.
Yeah.
And it was only a little bit behind. It wasn't like that weird that I didn't have it yet.
Yeah, like
So before you even had laptops, like you were just on your PC just cranking stiff?
Oh, brother.
Dude.
When you had to use the family shared
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah, that was risky business.
It was maybe not even worth it. Like you had to buy your parents' movie tickets to like get out the house.
Yeah, dude, you don't know about that game where you go to Kazaa and you download something right before school starts, and you get home and you see it got 2 hours left after school, and you're like, all right, not bad.
Yeah. My laptop is or my family computer is sparking right now, but it should be worth it for this 30-minute porn video.
You never like knew of this game? You've never heard of this?
No, I thought like the old school thing was just popping a VHS. Is that what it's called? VHS tape?
We're not that
That's
old.
very old.
I mean, you're making it sound like you're that old.
But also at that time when we were younger, we wouldn't have access to go buy movies. Even.
Not even at Blockbuster?
Are they?
Could you get porn at
under
Blockbuster?
18. We're in high school. I'm talking like high school age.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Could you get X-rated videos?
No. That like
Blockbuster?
you had to go like the underground video stores, and they'd go behind the saloon doors, and it was like, oh, what's behind there? It's like, duh.
And
Why, you walked in there a few times?
Yo, dude, who doesn't go in there with their buddies?
I don't
and
know.
they're
I've
like-
never been in there. It's
You
like an
never-
old thing.
Oh, dude, that was like the funniest. Like, you just pull up with your buddies and like you're just fucking around the whole store, just like killing time, and you're just like, yo, dare you to go in there? It's like one of those.
Dude, a movie cover would be able to do it back in the day. You don't even
Yeah.
have to pop in the movie.
Like that's true too, dude. Like that.
But I mean, people used magazines.
Sometimes I'll use
Playboy.
imagination.
Yeah.
yeah, like
It's
that
good
was
for the mental.
Yeah.
That's a generational divide here, Nicky.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there were, and like we forgot like Spice Channel was a thing.
I don't even know what that is.
So like you had a black box, right?
I don't know. what
Is that
Spice
like the
Channel is
900
anymore.
section of like DirecTV or something?
It was like it was, there was like a legal cable, and there was like 3 channels you get, and they'd show like movies that are like not in theaters, but like movies that are whatever, and then one would be like porn, one would be like WWF Royal Rumble. So, you know what I mean? It was like kind of like that. But way back in the day.
Everything
So
you
many people
needed.
had one. Yeah. It was but yeah, that's like that was a general progression.
Are you at least going incognito mode?
I used to be like a big private guy in incognito, but now I just don't give a fuck. Like if
See-
you type in P on my Safari, it autofills.
Dude, I got a buddy like that, and I love how savage he is. Like I respect that.
Now, the one thing I will never be is the guy that just leaves the tab open. Have you ever seen that? Like people that have it like just pulled up on their Safari and they like won't clear the tab and it's just sitting there. I can't do that.
I'm
like
Xing
once
out,
I'm done, exit
yeah,
everything, and I'm like, fuck, I'm a piece of shit.
I'm exiting out as I'm finishing.
Yeah.
Just like get this off of my screen. This never happened.
Fact.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
That's funny though. But it's got to be generational.
Yeah.
Also, that's risky business too.
Yeah, and you can't be going to UJIS not on incognito mode because every time you type in YouTube, you're just gonna get UJIS.
What's UJIS?
Oh boy, it's a porn site.
I haven't got that yet.
This guy. This is I use this comparison so many times before, but that really is Quagmire discovering internet porn. Nicky's not going to be at work for the next 3 days.
But you know what's been getting me lately? So it's not my ads. So on Instagram, remember when Threads became like a big thing?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I signed up, whatever. I haven't opened Threads since the first day it came out. But I'll get a notification and it's like, this is a thread you might like. And it's just some girl like showing her ass. And it's just a whole thread of just bad bitches showing ass.
Yeah.
And I asked Che the other day, I'm like, do you get these same notifications? He's like, yeah, I get them all the time. I'm like, is it girls for you too? He's like, nah, it's just like Adam Schefter and football tweets. And I'm like, damn, they fucking got my ass.
Yeah, you guys got
You know what you
whitlocked.
like.
Yeah, exactly.
It's brutal.
But that's like everything. Every app now is filled with just porn, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Twitter's
yeah.
the worst
Yeah.
with it now.
Twitter, that has to be for everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's not, but I think that's if you go to the For You, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only on For You.
I feel like a fucking like a square because everyone's like, oh, there's like people fighting and like killing each other and like porn. I don't really get that as much.
Like
I
when
don't know why.
Elon first bought Twitter, I was getting fights, beheadings, blah, blah, blah. And now it's just bad bitches. This Sophia Rain girl that just came out of nowhere, just cannons, fat ass.
Yeah.
And then it's like these videos. You've seen these ones. They'll post like a screenshot of like a thumbnail before a video and it'll be like, if you've seen this video, you're down bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then I always click it. I'm like, I haven't seen this video, but like, what is it? And then the video's never there. And it's just a bunch of like random bots dropping nudes. It's a wild fucking place.
Fuck, I feel like I'm missing out. But dude, back to you going on the phone and not doing incognito. You're not that far from accidentally hitting share on like Twitter or Instagram, and that's a disaster. Nick.
Well, also, then they're gonna pull that. You know how they look at what sites you go to and everything. That could be why they're catering fucking naked
100%.
girls
That's
to you
why.
too.
That's why Instagram's doing that.
Incognito, it never happened, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get on the incognito train.
It's almost a little too late. You're gonna have to empty your cache though. That's still gonna pop
So-
up when you type in P.
Sometimes I'll do incognito just on YouTube just because I don't want the shit I'm watching to be in my algorithm, and it could be
What
like
are you watching on YouTube, Eddie?
it could honestly be like I'm trying to think what I wouldn't want.
Like you're not going incognito
It's
mode to
nothing
watch the Cubs
crazy.
World Series highlights.
No. But it's not. It's nothing out. Like it's nothing like fucking. Scandalous.
I'll do incognito sometimes. The other day I Google? I was just like men's skincare routine for 30 plus. I'm like,
Yeah, see, I feel that.
I want people seeing this shit.
Well, like when there's like this fucking like I don't know, if I'm watching like a YouTuber and I know like those people are in the fucking machine.
You don't want to like going towards your algorithm.
Correct.
That search.
Okay.
That's why I do that. Like there's some kid that was, I remember specifically because I was actually Hannah texted me the other day and she's like, "Do you watch mukbangs?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Actually, there's some guy who was going at it with Candace Owens like months ago. His name was like Avocado something, and like this kid is a fucking weirdo. Like it honestly like. Do you ever seen that guy, Lance?
Yeah, I think I have seen
Dude,
this guy. Yes.
he's like mesmerizing in like a fucking what is wrong with this planet kind of way, and he does those. So like for instance, like I would watch that because I don't want like that
You don't
guy.
want avocado popping up every 5 seconds.
Exactly. I'm telling you, you'll go home and watch these videos. It's like one of those things where you just don't understand. Like you lose the plot of what like you're supposed to do as like a content creator because this guy's like objectively huge. Like he's he's got great numbers, like he's blowing up, but like, you just don't get it. You ever feel?
Is
that
he
way?
like one of those streamers that'll just say anything? Like they'll like rip women and like tell them to stay in the kitchen just so it gets a lot of views
No,
and comments and clicks?
He's not Red Pill Society, which I've learned about recently too.
Is he like authentic, or does he do sketches, or is he like more rants?
A big thing is mukbangs. Like he'll eat like he'll pour like 8 or 10 bags of like flaming hot Cheetos on the table and he'll eat them, and like he'll talk like a baby, and like I don't know how to, like it's so bizarre that I can't even accurately describe it. You just gotta watch it, and you'll be like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
What's his name? Avocado?
Yeah, something like that. Avocado something.
I'm sure it'll pop right up if I type it in
Yes,
YouTube.
it will. And he went at it with her because he does these mukbangs, and he's gained like a shit ton of weight, and like he like makes jokes about it, and she's like, you know, obviously very Republican, and she's like more like health and everything, and obviously this guy's like, oh no, this is like what I want to do. I don't know, it's just, you know, clashing of the heads.
Isn't Avocado the name of the random guy who like stormed New York HQ?
That was Avocado Ross. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
not the
it.
same guy.
The guy's name is Nikado Avocado.
Yes.
Nikado Avocado.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
rhymes.
Look him up, but I would not
Dr.
recommend
Seuss.
using your algorithm because like that's just not. But I was so intrigued by them two going at it. I was like, I want to see it, and then it's like in a weird way, it was mesmerizing. So I was like, all right, I want to see what else this is. So I'm gonna like the first video I didn't watch incognito, but once I saw it, I was like, all right, I'm intrigued, but I don't want it in my algorithm. So then I'll flip it over to incognito.
Is
Does
he
that
like
make sense?
a heel? In a way.
This man
It's-
suffers so hard. Like
Yeah.
he's eating and it just looks like he's gonna like die.
It's like a Jerry
but he's
After
like
Dark?
enjoying it. Yeah, but like doing it like a
Kinda.
baby and more. It's more disgusting.
Oh my
It's more-
god!
It feels
Like it's not
terrible.
like yes, like he like it's like
It's one of those guys where you watch their videos and you're like, I could never do this. Like, I don't care how many people would watch my shit.
yeah, like yeah, to a point. Obviously, you're obviously compromising yourself, but I don't know if he is. Like, this might just be him. It's like it's
I don't know.
It's truly one of the most bizarre, and it was more bizarre to me because of how successful it was.
Right.
I wonder how those people are in person. Like, is he doing the baby voice when he meets you?
Yeah, I don't know,
Or
like,
just
he'll
say,
like-
hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, like
Thanks.
he'll like he was riding like fucking like those big electrical scooters around fucking Walmart, like tossing shit in his car, like like you know what I mean, like basically doing the South Park meme, like wearing CPAP masks on the fucking street, like everything that's like, well, dude, holy fuck, people really.
But I feel like if you're doing that shit, you can't just go out in public and act like you're a normal person.
Right.
I don't think that's a thing. Like, when I come up on shows, be like, oh, you're a douchebag. But, like, if you meet me in person, like, how I am here is how you're going to meet me out. Like, if I'm eating fucking 18 bags of flaming hot Cheetos and talking in a baby voice, and I walk up to you, I'm like, yo, what's good, bro?
So you don't believe that you could separate the art from the artist, is what you're saying?
Correct. I mean,
I think they can. I just don't think that's how it's really done here. I mean, there definitely are people,
right.
who are definitely.
But
putting
at the
more-
same time, like, if people are watching that, that's kind of what they're going to want to see when they meet you out versus, like, oh, you're just this completely nonchalant guy, and then in your videos, you're a baby voice talker eating flaming hot Cheetos the whole time.
Right. Yeah, you can't be mad if they're surprised or disappointed.
Right.
That you're just like a normal guy after that. How is it being a heel?
It's not that bad, honestly. I don't think I'm as big as a heel as I was when I first started, though.
Like, if you meet people in person, are they like, fuck you, Smokes?
Nah, like, they love me, and I love them. Like, I'm genuinely a nice dude, but like
Right.
I'm from South Florida. I'm a different taste. I'm a different flavor.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing a heel turn in 2024. I was listening to Jeselnik, like, on an old podcast, and he, you know how he's like super dark and kind of like mean, whatever. But he says, like, if people meet him in person, all he has to be like is, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Wow, he's actually so nice in real life." Yeah. Like, all he said
I've
was,
gotten
"Hey."
that a couple times though too.
Yeah, that's good for you then, because they meet you like, "Oh, he's actually not a fucking douchebag."
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that happens at Portnoy to an extent.
yeah, no,
sure.
100%.
Like,
But
people are like,
I
oh,
didn't
he's
like
actually
come
very
here
nice.
trying to be the
Right,
heel.
you're just being
I got
yourself.
hired and I became the heel overnight. It was just like, fuck this new kid.
Yeah, well, we covered it when we did the interview. Like, you came in, it was a little rocky landing. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say, you know, that. But, like, I tell everyone, like, when you first started, they're like, oh, dude, how is he? You know, because everyone's like, give me a review on this guy. Like, check him out. I'm like, dude, what you see is what you get. He's 24. He's from Miami. He's a douchebag. like, that doesn't mean I don't like him, but, like, he's just a douche.
It's just what it is.
Yeah,
the likable douche.
Exactly.
That's what Big Cat called me on like my third day.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna run with that.
Yes, like, I like you, but, like, you got to understand, people are cut from different cloths of life.
Exactly.
And that's how they are.
Like, if you went back to South Florida with me, you'd be like, holy shit, everyone's just a bunch of smokes.
Yeah. I don't think you're that much of a douchebag, to be honest.
Thanks, babe.
I think it's definitely simmered down because obviously we know each other a lot more now.
Right.
We worked in the same office for like 6 months. So, like, I don't think as much of a douche as I did at one point. But, like, but I know that's locked in your.
It's in my cards.
Yeah, it's in your core being.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
works
also
well.
not your fault. Like I continuously say. Like,
It's your product of Miami, baby.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I've seen you've gone. You started putting the earrings in. That's
Yeah,
more
my
Miami
earrings
of
are back
you.
in. I've been watching a lot of Jersey Shore, bro. I can't believe I missed out on that. Like, I was made to be on that fucking show. Guido, 24, loves to get reckless, loves to mac bitches, women. I'm sorry. Like, I love that shit. I binged the first 4 seasons. I'm hooked. I love the fucking show. Unbelievable.
So what? You never even heard of it before?
So I heard of it because Pauly D would always be DJing in Miami. I'm like, what the fuck is the big deal about this Pauly D guy? They're like, bro, you never saw Jersey Shore? I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck about Jersey Shore, blah, blah, blah. And then I watched it, and now I'm like, fuck, dude, I need DJ Pauly D to pull up because, like, I need to meet him.
That's just as surprising as you never hearing of UJ's.
Yeah, it's wild.
and not knowing about the Kazaa days.
Yeah, I don't even know what a Kazaa is, to be honest with you.
That's what, like, there was no YouTube at a point, Nick. So there was just illegal downloading sites where you would download shit, and that's how you would.
This is the equivalent to like, oh, your parents being like, back in my day, we walked 8 miles in the snow to school.
It's true though. Like, we didn't have YouTube until like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, that was like Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy made YouTube.
Yeah.
But Rico had Mike the Situation on Healthy Debate.
Yeah.
And he put up like 3 pictures. It was me, Gaz, and Jackie Tables. And he's like, which one of these 3 guys do you think is the biggest club guy? Without hesitation, he goes, the one on the right, which is me.
Yeah.
He's like, I see his eyes. Like, I could tell those eyes have been through some shit. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. And then I started watching Jersey Shore, and I'm like, holy shit, this is a fucking endorsement.
Yeah,
Dude,
let me clip this.
I did clip it.
You
I
got to. I
reposted
would
that
too.
fucking thing.
I mean, that was like a sensation at that time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like you're meeting up with your boys, ordering pizza, and watching it?
For the first season, like, I mean,
People randomly start
Yeah.
getting Italian accents when they have
Really?
white
Yeah.
skin and freckles.
100%. Like, people, like, that was like the people were calling girls grenades and shit like that. Like, that was like
cabs are here. That was a big one. People are still saying that anytime
Yep.
they're at a pregame.
cabs are here, t-shirt time,
T-shirt time.
yeah.
Mush, like the mushroom, whatever they call
smush
it.
room,
Smush room.
what is another one? Oh, GTL.
Yeah.
People-
I love that one. I'm
People,
a big fan of that one.
Bro, those sayings, like, I mean, people weren't like serious about it for the most part,
Yeah.
at least in my circles.
But
I
like
should
they
say.
got abused. Like everyone was just ripping it 24/7.
Yeah, no, dude, Halloween, dude, you name it, they were fucking monsters.
Really?
Yeah, monsters.
I mean, Snooki, Pauly D, those are like household names.
yeah,
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're all household names in my house except Angelina. I fucking hate her.
Oh, really?
I hate her.
Which season are you on?
I just finished 4, so they're leaving Italy right now.
See, that's what it. I want to say like 1 that was like obviously the height of the popularity. I think 2 did decent, but like don't get me wrong, it was still incredibly popular. But like it felt like the whole world was watching season 1,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like died down a little.
Well, I don't blame people. You can only take so much of Ron and Sammy before you start fucking losing your mind. It is terrible.
Yeah, they do seasons and they do a couple seasons in Miami.
Yeah, the second one in Miami, that one was cool because I knew everywhere that they went. I was like, oh, I've been to that club, I've been to that club.
Yeah.
But
No, it made it like a destination. Like I went to the shore 2 years ago for the Barstool thing, and it was like, it was pretty sweet. You know,
you went to the house?
Yeah, we went to the house. They so that house, it's like vacant now, but
Like there's no furniture in it?
Yeah, I forget who it was. It might have been like Rhea or Glennie or something like that. Like they were able to maneuver a way for us to get a tour. So we went in the house and like took pictures. There's a bunch of pictures of us there and shit. And it was cool. It was like they were like legitimately an alley away from the boardwalk.
That's
It was, like, where all
crazy.
the bars were and shit. So they had a prime location.
We should do a Barstool Jersey Shore. I think that would fucking bang.
I mean, they've done other reality shows, so it's not impossible.
I'm going to pitch it to Hank.
I think.
I'm going to be like, Hank, just let me and 7 other coworkers go to Miami and fucking rage and make content out of it.
I think they. Well,
And then make sure you just pay for everything too. Thanks, that'd be great.
I think that was like, wasn't Bree's reality show like that or no?
Oh, a little bit, I guess.
Barstool vs. America was like that, but we didn't do it last year.
Well, Jersey Shore is interesting because there's really no like. It's not like you have to compete
There's
against
no plot.
each other.
Yeah.
They're just watching you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was
Rage.
more road rules. You definitely don't know what road rules is.
No
but like,
clue.
Yeah, we've done like a road rules. Obviously, we do Survivor, and we did like a Fear Factor,
Mhm.
like
Most dangerous game.
yeah, kind of thing.
I would never do that show. Fear Factor or Most Dangerous.
Most dangerous game.
I'm petrified of snakes. I don't like fucking cockroaches. So like watching them put their head in a snake pit and having cockroaches crawl all over them, no thanks. I'm good on that.
I think that's like a perfect show for you.
You think I'd be good with cockroaches crawling on my face?
I mean, I don't know if you'd be good, but I'd like to see you do it. Like, I'd
Yeah,
like
of
to see
course
the
you would.
reaction.
Everyone would be like, oh yeah, look at this fucker just get bullied by cockroaches.
I've been watching some old Fear Factor recently. Which one would you hate the most? Which challenge? So second was always eating something gross.
Yeah.
Third was always some sort of action. I can't remember what the first one.
First was typically action as well.
And
to
yeah,
a
and then the third
degree.
one was just heightened.
Yeah, that was the
It's like, you're like hang gliding.
yeah. The first was like you'd like swim to the bottom and like unlock carabiners, and the third was like you're on like a semi truck and you're
jumping to another
yeah,
semi truck.
exactly.
What was that show from the early 2000s? I think they'd start the show off naked. And like they had her survive or like they're on like
and afraid.
Yeah. So I had to be like 4 or 5 years old at the time, and I was at my brother's house with my mom and whatever. And like they're in the living room like talking, and the TV was just on, and like that's what was on the TV. And you know, like when you're a little kid, you see a sex scene or some shit, you just know you're not supposed to be watching it. Like that's what it was for me. It was just like this guy and girl, they're completely butt ass naked on this island, like carving sticks and stones. And I was like, maybe I should go back and watch that now.
Low key, I was introduced to that show last like spring, and it's pretty damn good.
Really?
Yeah. I would recommend it. I was
Like, what's the objective of the show though?
the objective is, so don't kill me. People probably are big fans listening to this. So they drop two people off, like a guy and a girl. You're naked. You get one tool, whether it be like a fire starter or a knife or something like that to help you out. So you get like one little cheat code, and you got to live in the woods for I think 30 days. And then after, like, if you make it, then I forget what you win or I forget what you get. And like if you quit, then like you're out. And it's basically like to get your like survival like rating or something.
So they have to hunt all their food.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
like they gotta do all that. And it's basically
Damn.
like how long can you last in the wilderness?
That's wild.
Yeah, it's 30 days or 45 days.
Like, I'm such a hotel guy, it's not even funny.
You'd go Bear Grylls.
Yeah, like-
sneak in that hotel.
Like my family could be at the campground and I'll be in the hotel room across the street. I'll be like, let me know when the fire's going, you guys start cooking, and I'll come over. But like I don't fuck with sleeping in tents. I don't fuck with any of that.
Are you hotel over Airbnb?
I'm new to the Airbnb game. So
Yeah.
I've only had an Airbnb once and I was a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But there's just something about a hotel that I like. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the aesthetic. But I like just walking in. I got the 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and it's easier, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if you're going like a party of 5 or more, you Airbnb typically.
And now like the Airbnbs,
Yeah.
they have cameras everywhere. So like if you're drinking or if you're smoking inside, they flip the fuck out. Like the hotel, you could at least like put a towel under the door. Like you could finesse in the hotel.
Why is
yeah.
it always your main objective? See where you can hit a bowl?
Yeah, I don't really smoke like that, but like my friends smoke, so
Yeah.
it's always a problem with the Airbnbs because they're like, dude, they're gonna fucking charge us another $250 if we're caught smoking.
Yeah.
But like you could finesse it in the hotel.
How hard is it to not get one of those, or to get one of those smoke alarms off in a hotel?
I've
I
never
don't think
done
it's
it.
that hard.
Yeah, if you're like blowing right into it, it'll go off.
Yeah.
Right away.
Like what I used to do, like when I did smoke in high school, is we'd go in the bathroom and turn the shower head all the way up and just steam out the whole bathroom and then just smoke in there, and like it worked every time.
Yeah.
But like that's one loophole.
That.
There's so many factors you don't know about with an Airbnb too. I went in one last year for a bachelor party, and we pulled up, and then there's a neighbor next door who like actually lives there, and you know that the Airbnb owner is telling that guy keep an eye out for anything. So if you're even drinking in the yard, you're not even supposed to like have parties, you know? It's like,
Right.
what do you think we're doing?
Jersey Jerry got an Airbnb, and there was a person living in it with them, so she was there the whole fucking time with them.
Yeah, you got to look at the fine print. on
That's an
those.
actual bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
I'd flip out. Like, imagine you pull up to an Airbnb with 6 of your boys. You're ready to go on a rager, like, for a bachelor party, and you're just living with this 65-year-old woman.
You only have 3 of the bedrooms rented. She's in the 4th.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
No, that's a thing, though. Like, you really have to, like, it's like, oh, it's a shared house. You just rented a room.
That happened to me too. The family was living in the house. There was other guests there. There was a dog. There was kids. There was everything.
What?
I said, yeah. I looked at my buddy. I was like, did you read it? He said, yeah, it was the cheapest Airbnb. I'm like, why do you think?
Yeah. No shit.
We're sharing rooms with the kids here.
There's a reason, pal.
Yeah, I got the bottom bunk of the kids' room.
Yeah, it's tough.
I was always a top bunk kid.
I didn't have a choice. But yeah, really?
You were afraid you're going to fall off?
Nah, I kind of like that aspect of it.
Yeah. Who doesn't love just fucking falling down?
Well, it usually had, like, the rails up, so you were fine.
Yeah, some don't, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It comes to a certain age where you turn into a bottom bunk guy if you're climbing up that thing drunk.
Yeah. Well, I never had bunk beds when I started drinking. I feel like if you're drinking and you still have a bunk bed, you have a problem. Like, you should not be drinking and having a bunk bed. That would be funny though, like if you were in college and had a bunk bed and you like brought a girl home and she's like climbing up your fucking ladder.
Well, we in college we had lofts automatically.
Oh yeah.
So there was a desk like under the bed, so they were all elevated like that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't
Just for
happen
more room.
Nah, we didn't have that.
Like we could set it up how we wanted, but typically you had more space if you did a loft.
A lot more, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just had like girls climbing up your little ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the way.
The only way.
But
like in a castle.
I mean, like you can't
Rapunzel's
even like do anything but missionary. Like your head be hitting the fucking
yeah,
roof.
Fucked. But usually all rooms had a futon.
See, I didn't have that. Like I guess college is just different down south.
Or you just go down to the lounge, you know, Nick?
The lounge?
Yeah.
Like the fucking guest, like the lobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie's fucking in the arcade.
No. People did that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you had a roommate, that could be a problem. Give him some earmuffs.
Yeah, but I like constructed it where like my bed was under his, so it wasn't bunk beds, but it was like the other way. You know what I mean?
Your bed was under his?
So I guess it was bunk beds.
It
Yeah.
had to be.
It sounds like a bunk bed.
But it was the other way. Does that make sense?
No.
So it was like a capital L?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. See.
Perpendicular.
So where's your bed on this L?
So if the bunk bed was like this, his bed is under there like that.
So it's really like an E with no line in the middle.
Or at the bottom.
Yeah, it's an L, dude. What do you mean?
Capital L.
Dude,
This is an
there's
L.
there's no bed that fits like this.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You can't have a vertical bed.
What are you?
Why not?
You're saying an L. So this is the bed, one bed, right?
Yes.
And you're saying this is a bed.
Yeah, bro. On top, and then it was like.
So it'd be like this, really.
Dude, I don't know what you're trying to say.
So people can't see this. If you have the dorm room, right, and the top bed is going this way, he just snuck his bed under it that way.
Okay.
So it juts out into the middle of the room, his
You
bed.
still don't get it.
So your bed was just in the middle of the fucking room.
Yeah, basically, though. He's right.
Not
Like,
really. It was to the corner.
in the corner of the room, but it was extending towards the middle of the room.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shitty setup, Eddie.
Yeah, that's why he's not an interior designer.
No, I don't think so.
Get
Then
Ty
my-
Pennington over there, Extreme Home
one
Makeover,
side
Eddie's
was that,
dorm.
and then my desk was the other side under his thing, and then we had openings for a futon. that
So
was
when
at the
you're
foot of
laying
my
in bed at night and you're looking up, you're looking at his bed frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I get it now.
What do you mean an L?
Do you guys ever, if you have trouble sleeping, do you ever switch the way you sleep?
Yes, I do it every fucking night.
Really?
Like flip and flop?
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
your head would be normally where your feet are.
No. What?
Oh,
what?
no, I don't
Hell
do that.
no, not that.
Well, how do you flip?
Left to right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm tossing every night. That's just tossing and turning, is it?
Like
not?
when I'm talking to myself in my sleep, I'm on my left side and I'm like, all right, let's stop playing games. And then I roll onto my right side and then I fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
You're
I
going,
can't fall asleep on my left side.
You're going tumbling? Like you're doing.
Maybe twice a year, yeah. If I really can't sleep.
Really?
It's insanity. Is just trying the same thing over. I can't be sleeping.
I'm not going to lie, that's really weird. Like,
it's a
especially
remedy.
if you haven't washed your sheets and you're flipping, you're just smelling where your dirty ass feet have been the whole time.
Well, I do wash, but you usually go on the other side. So if I sleep on the left and I made the full rotation, then I would go to the right for that reason.
Damn, dude. I thought like at maximum you're talking about going diagonal or something. You're going full.
You
fucking.
can
I
wait-
feel like
I can wake up
diagonal
in
is
diagonal.
more weird than flipping.
You think what's diagonal is more weird?
Yeah, so if this is your bed
Yeah.
Normal people sleep vertically.
You're a visual
Sleeping
learner,
like this is fucking weird.
Well, your feet would be dangling off the edge.
That's horizontal.
dude. I'm talking like, what is wrong with your brain?
What's wrong with your brain?
I'm talking
This
like-
is vertical. This is horizontal.
Look, my
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
is the bed.
Yes.
Like that. Like you're like a little slanted.
He's
Not-
talking diagonal, from the top right corner to the top left corner of your body.
You're
Or to the
not.
bottom
You're
left
not
corner.
good at geometry.
Dude, all right, I'm not. You're right. I never said I was, but
Vertical, horizontal.
Right, but
This
he said
I said
diagonal.
diagonal, Dodo.
diagonal.
It's a slant.
You're not good at
I can't believe I graduated college. Like, this is crazy.
But real, this is burying the lead for Danny just doing tumbling class and putting his fucking.
Wait, you guys never wake up on the left side of the bed by accident? You don't like turn in your sleep at all?
No, I roll all the time, but I always end up on my right side.
Gotcha. Interesting.
You ever wonder like why your hair gets so messy when you sleep? Like I'll go to bed, like my hair will look nice. I'm like, all right, tomorrow's gonna be an easy morning, and I wake up, I look like fucking alfalfa.
Yeah, like what happened?
Yeah, like
gonna be a
I'm
hat
trying to
day.
understand what happened. Like
Well,
it's not like
usually-
I'm like this in my fucking pillow. Like I'm just
Yeah.
rolling over.
Yeah.
It's a good question. I mean, a lot of times you wake up in that position where your hair was like stuck in a position all night, you know?
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, here's a fun fact about Danny. One of the
That's
best things
probably gonna
about
be
him
fake.
is he's got a permanent colic.
A colic?
Yeah.
What's a colic?
That is true. It's
So-
like basically a birthmark for your hair. It's always
Oh, a
sticking out.
calic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Let
know
me
why
see
I
it.
loves it so much. It's probably not that bad.
So he
today.
slept in the same position
No,
too
it's
many
not
times
true.
in his life.
It's just hereditary.
So it just always goes like
I
that.
gotta go this way.
It's a-
Don't make me show my hair. I had a bad sleeping night.
yeah. So he slept that position for a lot of times. And the only days he doesn't have the permanent colic is when he goes by his feet. So that's why he does it.
You know, it would be if I was sleeping face down, so this thing could be down the whole night, but still, it ain't working. I'll cut this thing sometimes if I need to. It's
I've been
just-
thinking about going bald just to see how I look. I'm
You're-
kind of scared of that
You're
though.
mostly a hat guy, anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's because like my hairline's just slowly regressing.
I think you look good though. I think you like I get a nice old tan, throw on a fucking Vice.
That's the thing. If you're
Vice
gonna be
City.
bald, you need to be tan and you have to have abs. Like you can't be bald and you're not in shape because then you have nothing.
Yeah. I don't even think you need abs. You just kind of need to be like somewhat in shape.
Like you, if you're Andrew Tate, like yeah, you could rock it. Like you're shredded, you look
Sure,
well presented.
yeah.
Like I can't be bald and fucking 280 with no muscle.
Yes, correct. But if you were you, like in present form, you shaved your head, you got a little bit of tan, had the Miami Vice City jersey.
I'd fit right
jersey,
in.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Yeah,
I feel like that'd be going against what you want. No guy in Jersey Shore is just bald.
I agree. Like I would go to Turkey before I go bald.
I'm surprised you're not more of a gel guy.
Well, there's no point. If I gel my hair, you're gonna see my hairline. So like I just cover it up with like my hair is kind of long up front. And I just like put it down
Oh, it's not. Is it? How often are you getting haircuts? Is it that
every
bad?
week.
Oh, well,
Just on the side. I only get my side like a blowout.
Are you ever cutting the top at all then?
Sometimes. I mean, last time he cut it way too short, and I was like, "You fucked me." Like now I have to wear a hat every single day.
Dude, I heard Turkey is legit.
Yeah, and it's like $5,000.
Yes, it's
Like for the hotel procedure, everything, transport, flight.
It's like 3 times cheaper. Like you'll take the flight, they'll pick you up, they'll put you in like a fucking hair restoration resort, and like they have it all mapped out.
You ever seen the videos of the people coming back from Turkey?
I heard about.
And
this.
everyone's got like the fucking bandage on their head and shit. And it's not like 2 people. It's like the whole fucking plane
Yeah.
has their head covered. It's
just a bunch of
wild.
balds getting the hair put back on the
Spring break in Turkey.
tarp.
Are you gonna do it?
What?
Hair surgery?
Yeah, I think it's that bad.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no,
No,
I'm not I'm not ashamed of getting it.
I would
Like,
do
I
it.
would get it. Yeah.
You just gotta act early. This is early.
Yeah. Well, I got like another 3 years, I think, before it's kind of like do or die.
It's dire straits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild play ride. But yeah, I guess they do it right. Like you get the resort, you're just hanging with a bunch of people.
Colombia does it right too.
Do they? They do it as
Yeah.
well. Oh, I didn't know that.
And they have better perks in Colombia.
If
Nicky
this were
Smokes.
pre like hair plug era, would you consider a wig?
Nah, I can't do that. Because there's just so much that could go wrong with it. Like me living in Chicago now, it takes one gust of wind and you look like the biggest idiot ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's bullshit that wigs aren't accepted for men.
Why?
Toupee.
I don't.
Do you
know.
like wigs on women?
I don't care. Like I like extensions.
Extensions are fine. That's
Yeah,
one
you're
thing. But
talking
if you're
like shit on
completely
wigs.
bald and you just slap on this brand new spanking piece of hair.
Whatever. I don't know. Like, I don't really notice.
Oh,
If
like
a
you bring your
had a
girl
good
back
wig-
home, she runs her fingers through your hair. Next thing you know, your fucking wig's in her hand.
Yeah, but like if you're the option of being like, yeah, let me just put on Silvio Dante's wig. From
Like, I'd rather
Sopranos.
just wear a hat.
Sure, but
A wig, like Eddie, be real with you. You would never wear a wig.
no, I wouldn't because it's not like seen as like a thing. It's like not an option in society. But I'm saying it should be more of an accepted thing.
More accepted. Yeah,
Yeah.
men wearing wigs. I mean, there's gonna come a day where you can't wear a hat to wherever you're going.
Yeah.
I want to wear a hat to my wedding.
You
You just pull up with like a fresh ass snapback.
What kind of hat? I mean, like a nice top hat or something could work.
to the wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, be like fucking Hulk Hogan. Wear bandanas. Wear like the do-rag.
That'd be
things.
tough. Yeah, but that was also like his 4th wedding. So at that point, you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, just having fun with it.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, this is what it is. Or like fucking Silvio, actually, Steven Van Zandt. There's one picture
From
of him
Sopranos?
there's one picture of him in existence without his bandana on.
One?
Yeah, he's bald as shit.
Really?
Yeah.
So in The Sopranos, he's wearing fake hair?
Oh yeah, he's got like a fucking big time toupee.
No fucking way.
now
I
that
gotta
you-
look that
Yeah,
up.
now that you know, you'll never be able to see it.
Wow, it's like telling him Santa's not real.
Yeah.
Silvio's
Yeah.
I
got a
love
wig.
Sil.
Look up Stevie Van Zandt without his bandana. There's one known to existence, and like Bret Michaels, I'm pretty sure he's bald too.
Holy shit.
You pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, right?
So that's fake hair?
yeah, dude.
My
Silvio
whole
Dante.
life's a lie.
That's what I'm telling you. The Silvio Dante toupee.
You learned a lot today.
You did.
What
Damn.
horizontal is.
Yeah,
huge
dude.
is.
L bed shapes. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. All
I
right,
love
then.
that show.
It's a great show.
It's the best one ever.
You got to run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then. We'll wrap it up. Nick, thanks for sitting
Thank you
here.
for having me.
We'll have to do this again sometime.
Pleasure.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Interview tomorrow with a photographer. Tune in. We'll see you there.